leave.
You want to hold it for me while I'm gonna grab
Very nice plant.
the tripod.
Super
All
fast.
right.
Also, we're also gonna be trimming. There's I think this is a myrophilium brownie.
This is what we have so far. Still a lot more to go. Yeah, we're gonna trim a lot on this tank. A lot of plants, red and green plants. So yeah, stay tuned. Bryan's gonna continue doing the trimmings. He's gonna give you some basics on how to trim your plants so you stimulate them to still to keep growing healthy.
All right, guys, let's get started. Well, we got started already. We're halfway there. A lot of plants, but we want to show you guys part of the process at least. So we're pretty much done trimming our Didipolis deandra. This is one of the fastest plants growing here in this.
I mean, I don't have any charge right now. I can just hold it to do close-ups. Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, when trimming the plants, you usually want to try to go at least like 2 inches under the size that you want for your, when the plant grows out. Try to go 2 inches under. That way you get the desired height. Usually plants look nicer after 1 or 2 inches, so you want to take that in consideration. Uneven pattern also, instead of going straight, if you do what's this, like a 45-degree angle cut, uneven, you get more natural growth instead of just going straight. So that's another tip you guys might want to practice when you're doing your trimmings. Yeah, we already did this guy right here. This guy grew really fast. Again, this is Didipolis deandra. There's supposed to be a trail here, but it's growing so fast, it already covered it all. I'm gonna try to get you guys a closer view. There's a lot of reflection from outside, so it might be a little hard to see the plants. You know, when you let your plants grow a lot and you do a heavy trim, usually they look pretty ugly like this. They get a little yellow, and that's all due to light starvation at the bottom sections. But it should recover easily, maybe like one week. Especially if the plants are growing super fast, like this, guys. We can barely upkeep this tank. So many fast-growing stem plants in here. This guy, look at it, it's already over a foot long. This guy right here is, I think it's a myrophilium brownie. It gets a lot of those nice reddish brown tones. I'm gonna trim this guy all the way down here because I'm just gonna replant the top section, which is the nicest part. Always, that's another thing you could do, and you get an instant nice looking tank. For example, I'll trim it from here and I'll just grab it and replant that, and I'm gonna get an immediate good looking plant, you know. And I can trim this guy very low right here. Again, 2 inches is a good if you go 2 inches under what you expect it to be, you know. So again, this guy's gonna be like that right there. So that way it's gonna look pretty fresh. I'm not sure if you guys can see this, but this is actually what I'm talking about. This plant was trimmed to this height. So by the time the plant has grown already like 1 inch, like right here, it's gonna start looking nice like this basically. So it all depends on how tall you want your plants. So basically this is on in the middle section, so I don't want it that tall, so I might go like this low right here. That way when the new growth this has reached like around 1 inch, you can see the very nice tops, which always look the best.
Can't have those right now.
No.
This phone call is can't really see much.
If you guys have any questions, please let us know. We'd like to answer them. Stem plants are pretty easy. They root from any inner node. Basically, the inner node would be the section where the leaf starts. There's that's where the plant creates the energy, and then you see some new roots. So it doesn't really matter if it doesn't have any roots. It's gonna root later. Stem plants do that. I'm gonna go really low. I see this is very important too. I see a lot of old growth here, and old growth it's not something you want in your tank. You always want the young, fresh. That'll keep your tank algae free later on. So yeah, if you get rid of all this, you're gonna have a healthier, more stable environment. Eventually these older leaves are gonna start decaying or rotting away, and they contribute to algae growth. Yeah, so I'm gonna be going really low on this, guys. And again, this plant is Myrophilium brownie. Sorry, Limnophilia brownie. Limnophilia brownie. It's a nice looking plant. Really fast growth. It's your decision if you want to just pull out this old growth, and the older sections, and put the fresh ones. A lot of scapers use that technique, and they always have fresh looking tanks, usually algae free, just because usually this is where the algae starts growing and in the decaying leaves. So it's up to you. I'm just gonna leave them, and I'm gonna put the nice fresh growth. That way it looks nice. A lot faster. I don't have to wait for the plant to grow. Yeah, try not to throw away. Usually when we trim our tanks, we throw them away, our clippings. But those are one of the most important sections. Again, they look the nicest and the healthiest section. Why not keep them? Check it out. This right here could easily be like 1 week growth, like from here, almost a foot long. So it's growing pretty fast. It usually happens, we're running a CO2 system, some really good twin star lights, pressurized CO2 system. We're using ADA substrate system, and yeah, we dose daily. We keep up our water changes, so we get nice growth on plants. And this plant is called Rotala HRA. It's this guy and all the one over here on the back. It's a nice plant. You get a lot of those nice orangey tones. So looks pretty. I like it a lot. Very nice looking plant. And again, the best section on this plant, of course, would be the tops. Like this guy. This is usually what you want to keep. Nice fresh growth, algae free. It's the healthiest. You know, why not keep this section right here? Like this guy, this section right here got a trim probably like a week ago, and you can actually see it. I'm not sure if you're able to see it, but they cut it down here. So look, 1 week it's already like 3.5 inches around there. So that's pretty good. Yeah, if this plant would have gotten cut from this section, the plant already would have been this tall. So you might understand what I mean by cutting it at least 2 inches under your desired height. Hey, what's up, guys? If you guys have any questions, please let us know. We want to answer your questions. This is, by the way, a UNS tank. It's 45 degree angle cut German silicone and crystal clear low iron glass. Very nice. Random sections like this. Why? Because you'll get more of that natural looking effect once it grows. You know, unless you maybe if you're doing like a Dutch and for some reason you want it to look even, but recommended a lot for nature setups and all that. You don't really want even patterns, you know. You want to try to get that uneven cuts. Later on, it'll even up itself and it looks more correct. I do have to go very low on this side over here because this tank, you're able to see it from the other side. So if it outgrows it like it did, it covers the whole view. You can't really, well, you weren't able to see this tank anymore from outside just because it's growing so fast, and that's the tallest section. So it was covered. You can't see the inside anymore. So going low it's a good idea, at least on this design. It all depends on your goals, your vision. That's why I'm going lower towards the back instead of just going taller like usual. It actually makes it a little harder for this type of design because you gotta appreciate it from the front and the back. So gotta make sure it looks good on both sides. It's easier to work with tanks from one angle only. If you're gonna view them from one angle. This guy, the Dipolis Deandra, grew so fast. It covered almost all the hardscape. I didn't even remember there was a rock over here. Grow so fast. That's a good sign though. Nice healthy plant growth. And this guy right here, it's called Ludwigia arquata. Ludwigia arquata. Again, I'm gonna go very low on this guy. It grows pretty fast anyways. So it's gonna look good in no time again.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Just want to browse around. See
Go
what
ahead,
you
go
guys
ahead.
have.
Guys, welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You guys have a monitor strike?
Yeah, we have one trip. You can browse around.
Yeah, we'll browse around.
If you guys are looking for something specific, we can always help with that. We do order fish that we don't carry like on a weekly basis. If you guys are requested and we can get our hands on it, we will bring them in for you. We also, there's a lot of plants for those guys that come visit us that are local. You might be looking for a specific plant, and we work with really good companies and are able to get those plants, or at least most of them, you know. So definitely let us know if you guys are searching for something specific. This one's gonna be hard, huh? Because it's gotta be very low on the other side. So that's it for today, you guys. We're gonna go ahead and take our time here. We don't want to keep you for 10 hours trimming the tank, you know. So thanks for watching, guys. And again, if you guys have any questions, we'll go back to the comments later, check them out, and answer any questions you guys have. And thanks for watching. Okay, you guys have a great day.